Next caller.
Yeah, all power to the people. How you guys doing?
We good, man. We good. Blessed and highly favored. How you, brother?
I'm good, man. Hey, I'm the chairman of the Black Panther Party of New Jersey. And basically what we do.
Pardon me, who does Africa?
Yeah, this Africa.
Okay. Peace, Africa. Peace, brother.
Peace. Hey, before I even go on, hey, you guys got the #1 interview of the year so far going right now. Hey, y'all doing big things up here.
Thank you, brother.
That interview that y'all did is gonna go everywhere, and everybody's going to study it. I'm talking about with Mitty. I mean, that was a dope interview. But anyway,
thank you, brother.
As Panthers, we're socialists. What socialism means is we care about everybody around us in the community. We want everybody to eat. We want everybody to share in the productivity of the community. That's what a socialist is. Capitalists believe they need to profit off the people in the community. They have to take the profits and they have to make it private. Individual people should own the profit. Like, what do I mean by that? We're in the hood right now. We can't afford nowhere to stay. The rents are too high. They're doubling the rent, and people are suffering out here. North is leading the country in gentrification. Now, this is not what Africa is saying. You could go to the climate report that was done by Rutgers University and go check it out. They're going to tell you exactly what I just said. North is leading the country in gentrification. If North is leading the country in gentrification, people can't afford a place to stay. There's somebody that's at fault for that. That means those people are no longer here in North no more. Because if you lose your home, you're not in North no more. You have to find somewhere else to stay. 70% of the homes in North are owned by corporations. So that means only 30% of the people in North own a home. So that means there is no community. The city is transient. People come in, people move, people leave out. You cannot build no community here. Somebody did that. Somebody gave these contracts and allowed these slumlords to do what they're doing. How many slumlords have been to jail? We know people. We know people in North that have been to jail that get locked up for weed, that get locked up for crack. How many slumlords been locked up for not having heat, for not having hot water, for having mice running all around the place? None of them have been to jail, but our children keep going to jail. Who are the people eating in the city? You guys are sitting up there, y'all giving this interview. I know y'all not living in mansions. I know y'all not doing it big. I know your family members is struggling like all of us out here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they just said the unemployment rate is 6.8%. Hey, we live in North. We outside. Ain't no way in hell the unemployment rate is 6.8%. But when you cook the books, you can have 6.8%. Now, how do they cook the books? Anybody that's not on unemployment, they don't consider you as unemployed. If you're not getting an unemployment check, you're not considered as unemployed. How many people we know in North that don't get unemployment checks? They're all walking around with no jobs. And even the people that get jobs, like he said that if you go to the port, you get a job for $19 an hour. You cannot afford to live in North making $19 an hour. These jobs that they're talking about that are out here for people to go get, you cannot make enough to pay for food, to take care of family, and afford housing. This is not something that Africa's saying. Now notice, I didn't call nobody no liar. I didn't call nobody no fraud. I didn't call nobody no thief. Because as Panthers, we have to study the community and see what the people are suffering from. And then we have to try to provide those things by creating programs. That's why we have the food program. We feed people for free. We have the housing program. We put people back into their homes when they get kicked out by the slumlords. And we send the paperwork to City Hall. And City Hall turns around and calls the building and tells the building the people that are complaining. And they use their lawyers from New York to throw those people out the building and make them homeless. This is stuff that we've been dealing with, we've been going through. So it's like, nobody's making up nothing. I'm not a Republican. I didn't take the COVID shot. I would never take anything this government tell me to take. Our enemy as Panthers is the United States government. These people that collect checks from the government work for that government that killed Fred Hampton, that killed Malcolm X, that killed Dr. King. These people work for that government. So whatever they tell us is to justify what these governments is doing. That's what Pantherism is. That's what UEP Newton, Bobby Seale told the people. And if these people won't do nothing for us, we have to do it ourselves. So that's why you don't see me at City Hall. You don't see me at the events that they have, because it's pointless talking to people that work for our oppressors. We are not free. Y'all could ask them that when I get off the phone. Y'all could ask them if black people are free in America. If we are free, if we determine our future. Because like you could go into the public schools right now. The schools don't teach our kids how to read. Yo, there's some study. You go tap into North. They did a study. The children are reading at 3%, doing math at a 6% level. Where are these children going? And remember, we have local control. We have local control. The mayor has a team on the school board. The mayor has a team at the council. In the council, we control everything in North. There's no white man here oppressing our people. We have black people in power. And why are we still suffering? Because these people are working for the enemy. It's really that simple. And everything they tell you, if you check into the numbers, you will see it's a lie. I'm gonna leave on this one. They said they were giving out houses for $1. How many people in North got houses for $1? All power to the people, y'all.
All power
Thank
to
you,
the people.
Afrika.
All right, thank you, Afrika. Appreciate that.
Well, I don't agree with nothing he said. I'm not a socialist. I am definitely a capitalist.
1 second,
And
caller. Please respond.
I would say to you that probably 90% of the people in the city capitalists. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree that every Norca is not working, that every Norca is struggling. Yes, do we have? I got family members that's struggling in the city of North, but we was born and raised in the city. Like I'm trying to understand what we're talking about here. Like we put down Norcas, but we say we help them. Like no Norca can do anything for themselves. Every one of my sisters have jobs. Every one of them work. You know what I'm saying? They went to school. They got education. They work. My brothers work. Heck, my brothers that went to prison work. You know what I'm saying? Like that, but does that mean that we struggling? Yes. Do we want more? Of course we want more. Like, I mean, anybody would want more. But you have to do something to prepare yourself. There has to be accountability in wanting more too. You have to do what's necessary to prepare yourself. I don't believe in a system. I don't want to live in a system that we don't have laws and that the government just take care of me. I don't want that. A Muslim capitalist, she's saying. Like, what does that mean? Like everybody, every Muslim I know is capitalist. Go to these corner stores. That was not capitalist? Go to the chicken store where you go buy your chicken from. When you buy chicken, the people behind them say, "Oh, they Muslim. They more Muslim than me. They come from Arab, from the Middle East." Them people capitalists. The people that sell oil, they capitalists. Have you been to Dubai? Like, I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about here? At the end of the day, most of the people in this city is what you call a capitalist. And I don't agree that every resident is just this resident that can't do nothing with themselves. I don't believe that. We have in every society, you're gonna have those that do well, and some do okay, and some struggling. In every society that exists. That doesn't change under the social thing. Look at Cuba. That's a socialist country. I don't want to live in a land like that. Like, that makes no sense. So I don't agree with nothing what this brother said. Nothing. And here's a brother, he said he ain't insulting, but the other day he just wrote on my thing, "I don't talk to you, you a sellout. I'm not dealing with the sellouts." Like, come on, folks. Like, I don't agree with nothing that brother just said. Nothing that brother just said. That's his opinion. Listen, we feed the city. What makes him feeding better than what the city does? Every Wednesday, the city of Newark has boxes of food that they give out free all throughout the city. What makes what he does in the Panther, good job, Afrika. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm glad you're speaking to me now. You know what I'm saying? Good job. You know what I'm saying? We also, kudos to you, brother, for finding another way to help North residents that's struggling. Kudos to you. I'm not opposed to that. Good. And if you helping people find their apartments and get back in them, good job, brother. We need more of that in the community. But that don't mean, folks, that we're not supposed to progress as a city and try to get as many of us inspired to also want to do that. I can't, man, me and my mother, I was raised on welfare. It was 11 of us. 13 when you add my mother and father. 11 kids, 2 adults, 13 of us. My father was a hustler. Sultan Muhammad was a hustler. That's where I get my hustle ability from. He was a hustler. I ain't been broke since I left my home at 16 years old. I found a way to make it, whether it was a bad way or a good way, I found a way. My father we used to go to the farms and get bananas and fruit and go to Harlem with a U-Haul truck and be in Harlem in an empty lot selling bananas. He had icy trucks. We used to push up to West Side Park, go get the ice from down on the South Ward from the ice house and push him up to West Side Park and sell ices with the little cert bottle. He opened a co-op on West Kenny Street. Like, what are we talking about? Brother, we cannot just say that nobody in Newark, because they're Newarkers, they can't survive or be successful. No, I don't want the government taking care of us. That's not freedom.
Right.
Freedom is being able to provide for yourself. When my mother was waiting for a check, my mother used to meet the mailman. They used to go up to the on Irvin Turner Boulevard waiting for the mailman. Waiting for the mailman, because back then you got the check. You didn't have the card. Back then you got the check. They used to go up there and wait for the mailman to bring the welfare check to us. You think you call that freedom? That ain't freedom for my family.
Right.
We want freedom. We want to be able to take care of ourselves, provide for ourselves. That's freedom. That's what Elijah taught. That's what Farrakhan did. In the Muslim community, that's what it's about. Self-determination. What are we talking about, man? Stop trying to pretend like because your organization is somehow better than what somebody else is doing. You love the people more than other people. You don't love the people no more than I love them, Africa.